ball. Nothing going right for the Spurs right now. Cameron Woods flips it over to Dane Miller. Changing hands on the dribble. 16 to shoot. McGarry, top of the key. Directing traffic to Des Wells. McGarry sets a screen. Wells is open. Shoots the long two and hits. Orlando to Caddy. Three-pointer off. And the rebound to Oklahoma City. Wells runs it back against Nick Johnson. Stops and pops and connects. Spurs have led by 3, trailed by as many as 15. Now down 8, 48-40, early in the third. Wells' jump shot is good. Here's Wells going reverse side. Tough shot.
In just a moment. McCamey playing with Thomas. Thomas goes at the rim. Indoor. And again, all proceeds tomorrow from those auctioned off game-worn camouflage jerseys will benefit Operation Supply Drop. McCamey will pull up off the mark this time. And a foul on the, and will head back to the bench. Has had struggles staying on the floor, even though he's found 10 points during his time out there. And Zubcic is back in.
And it's tough to get any consistency going when you're giving away the ball that often.
Yes, it is. It's extremely tough. And it's amazing, though, that LA is now shooting a less percentage from the field than Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City started out shooting 25%. They're up to 39. LA is down to 34. I mean, they've got to stop that trend. Because
leading scorer has to sit on the bench. Speedy Smith missing the runner. And Chris, one of your keys to the game was not letting Oklahoma City do this, which is dribble, drive, and finish at the rim.
Which they've.
Ender Blue, jab step into a three-pointer. The Jet went for the steal. Wells got it for the lay-in.
Game's out now. He's shot the ball very well, so that's a good sign. Munford's been doing the bulk of the scoring, but now that Silas is getting it going, and you've also got, I don't know with Silas, like the Jam, he's been getting into foul trouble, and he's got a quick one here early.
Kyle Casey trying to muscle his way back up, and Kari Johnson says, no, sir. And then end the run out, Casey.
Well, as we've seen Silas emerge with the three-pointer and White get more consistent with that, we've seen fewer threes attempted by Kyle Casey. He's able to play his normal position, which is a little more comfortable for him down on the block, and there's
for the Blue. Inbounding will be Teague. Lobs it to Wells, and what a play as he
Jam been outscored 17-8 in this quarter until that three right there. Jam now 15 threes, 3 in this quarter. It's what's allowed him to kind of fend off the Blue as well. The bench getting it done tonight.
And Des Wells, but his 8th field goal of the game, and he has 23, coming off a game in which he scored a season.
Big shot up tonight as he splashes it in, and the defenders trail by 1. As Wells on the take all the way around, and AC, how is it that open? Jinx the full three-point shooting, and I bring him one.
They like you. They like you a lot.
28-28. No longer as a three-pointer.
Turnover that got forced.
Pulling his way to the basket is Des Wells.
Yet. They've all been just that pure. That mid-range game is working tonight for him.
Turnover for the defenders is a nice job anticipating by Wells, and he'll go the length of the court and lay it up. Can't do it. I was going to draw that Dirk comparison earlier, but I thought, I know, that was too much pressure on Zubcic. Dirk's about, if Dirk isn't one of the best three
So 2 fouls here on Cummings. And Wells now with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Wells, baseline jumper, good from the. All right, Zubcic. He'll take that shot. The three-pointer is no good. And back to Teague. And Teague goes to Zubcic one more time. And now with the ball here. Wells, Dez. Tokido now. Will feed it here to Teague. Teague with the ball. Teague. Johnson back outside with the ball here and shooting it. And the three-pointer is here. Johnson now will shoot it right wing. Rims out, no good. And Tokido with a rebound. Tokido pushing it up here to Zane Wells. Wells will put it up there. Nice shot by Vipers in the lead. 110-108. They haven't led since halftime. And here we go. Teague with the ball. Teague, Wells driving. And Wells will slam it home.
Oh, and Thor hammers it down.
I mean, Green is putting on a highlight reel show. 20 points here in the first half.
Yeah, Thor dropped the hammer.
Stockton will get his 5th assist of the evening. Good spin move by Johnson, although he couldn't control the ball. Back baseline, little reverse layup by Des. Going to keep a high on Hammonds as he's trying to gut his way through this. A little give and go. The inbounder goes baseline, gets pull up on that, or look for a wingman because that's a tough shot. Dakari Johnson will give it to Wells, little 15-footer. That's like gimme stuff.
I don't know if I would take that shot again if I was Jack.
No, I don't think so. I'd put it in the sack, Jack.
Because that'll make you hit the road, Jack.
That's exactly what it did.
And then
7 o'clock Reno time. Bighorns won on December 15th, 116-109.
Right now, it's not about home runs. It's about singles and doubles. And that's usually what happens. And
we've seen him shoot the ball a number of times in a game and a quarter. But the thing that I really appreciate about not being shy is that
let's go, Jam.
Coach Jam back down by double figures here, Matt.
Well, Coach Gent has been calling timeouts more frequently, trying to get on his team, do anything he can. That time, very vocal. The game, though, good spacing in the offense, and then Oklahoma City sagging off, inviting that jumper from the Jam. Jam got to knock him down and force Oklahoma City to tighten up that man defense, which will allow.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Matt. 48-43. The veteran Marcus Teague, brother of Jeff Teague and the Atlanta Hawks, running the clock into the paint. Des Wells with a. Well, what's really difficult, Matt, is when you go on the road and every single point is so valuable, the Jam just have not shot the free throws well either. And when you think they're going to get less opportunities,
a Kentucky product against Henry Sims out of Georgetown to jump, and the first possession to the blue. Teague will run the show for Oklahoma City. Why was he so impressive 2 days ago?
Just think he controlled the entire tempo of the game. The game that we had against Delaware, Teague was the star. Scoring the basketball, setting his teammates up, had 9 assists. Just very impressive floor game for him.
Des backing down to the block. What'd you like about the blue in the first 12 minutes?
Dude, I thought they played well. They had 4 3-pointers to the 1 of the drive. Did a great job rebounding.
For Grand Rapids. Wells uses the Zana screen, hesitates, spins,
And what he's really improved on is his quick release from three. If you can get those threes off at the next level, he is going to be a prospect in the NBA.
Kilpatrick earned a 10-day contract last year with Minnesota, with Elliott Williams now in the NBA, supposedly signing it.
Or post it up and let it know. Either way, we're going inside. If you're going to take an outside shot, it's got to go inside, then I'll take it in rhythm, okay?
The deficit for Oklahoma City is 8. Tomislav Dubicic, kick out Des Wells, hangs in the air and hits. Who again was a Philadelphia 76er assignee that played for Delaware, and now he's an NBA free agent in the D-League.
And I think what you got to love about that is the hustle plays, you know, diving on the floor, sacrificing your body to make plays to help your team win. Those are sometimes the things that don't show up in a stat sheet, but are very valuable to every team.
But the same rules under 2 minutes apply, even with the 6 fouls. You can only foul twice under 2 minutes.
Right.
Wells gets all the way to
that glass, good rebounder, good touch.
Des Wells on the pull-up.
Finish with the left hand. That is not an easy shot, but he's making it look easy.
7 points, 4 rebounds.
Cristiano Felicio, 6'10" for the charge. Ball is up, tapped around. And the Blue have the basketball, starting moving left to right on the dribble of Marcus Teague. Johnson straight away scoops back to Wells. Back to Teague, left top to the wing. Looks inside for Johnson, goes to Wells instead, coming down the left side, scoops it on the reverse layup for the game's first 2 points. Does well. Ball, air ball too strong, saved by Horford. Saves it to Johnson for the Blue. To Wells coming down the right side for the two-hand slam. Wells soared and tomahawked it out of nowhere. Oh my word. The big man. Wells tries to answer back, and he does. A 17-foot straightaway jump shot. To the open end of the arena. They are in their road blue with the white letters and numbers. Dakari Johnson, right elbow back to Des Wells. Right elbow jump shot from there. Splashes through for Wells. 8 points.
Back to the left side to DeJon Jones. Bryce on top to Williams. He'll fire the three from the left wing. It's over and off. Not good. A rebound for Johnson. Quickly ahead it goes to Wells. Des into the forecourt. Now he backs it out, guarded by O'Brien. Spins in the lane. Goes up with the left hand push off the glass and in. And a quick stop. Stampede with the basketball after the turnover. DeJon Jones in traffic throws up a rainbow shot and missed it. Probably not the best shot to take in that situation. And here comes OKC. Des Wells ties the score on a layup.
Des Wells is a great
on his wallet, and we're tied at 52.
Started by the dribble penetration of Presley.
Wells to McGarry, back out to Des Wells. Guarded there by Pressey up top. McGarry gets a screen. He drives, goes all the way over. Pressey scores, foul, count the basket there. He's got 5 fouls. Here's DeShante in the lane. Spins, fires a jumper over Johnson, came up short. Here comes Teague, scattered floor, threads a needle for Wells, throws down the monster dunk.
And that's a screen by McGarry. Great hands, nice catch.
95-91, DeShante Riley's first bucket of the game.
Super catch, DeShante.
Pass to Johnson, outside at the elbow. Backdoor pass for Takeda, too far out of bounds, but he saves it to Teague. Teague to Zana. Zana drives, kicks it to Wells. Wells up and under, scores. Another case of DeShante.
The Blue.
Pressey spins, fires, misses the shot. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Riley. He's tripped and hits the deck, and he's hurt. Here comes Wells. Wells all the way. Good, fouled by DeJon Jones. Oklahoma Jones ahead to Pressey. Pressey with Teague to beat. Pressey mugged by Teague. They don't call anything. A disbelief all over this building. Teague wrapped him up with both arms. Nothing was called. Wells for three, right side, good. And the
getting him started early.
That's what Coach told me early on. He said, we're going to try and get him a dunk first, get him into the game. Tied it 2 is Takeda. Goes to the left side, gets it out to Zana. To lead. Hands behind him to Wells, and Wells puts it up and in. O'Brien with the basketball. Gets it to DeShante Riley. Hands back to JJ. He fires the stand-up three. Missed it. And the rebound to Johnson for Oklahoma City. Outlet, here comes Woods. Cameron in the lane, kicks it in the corner, three-pointer on the way, rattles home for Des Wells.
That's a big
right outside the arc. High post to Mans, back to Brandon. Brandon drives, throws it up high for Mans. He can only swat at it, and the ball is knocked free, and it comes down to the blue. Tried to get the high lob to Mans for the dunk, but it was too high, and he could only swat at it. Here's Wells, baseline left over Mans. Good. Call the foul on the Stampede.
Back to Mullins. He will fire near the break on the right side. It's no good. A little strong. And Teague will send it over to Wells. Wells faked an attack. Will now actually send his way into the paint. Slips around Benson, who couldn't really oppose. That was with the Charlotte Hornets. And that one short. 36-34. Skyforce the lead, but Wells trying to change that. Knifes his way into the lane and lays it up. And it's tapped up and in by Mullins. 97-81. Cross-court pass. Three for Wells. Finds the bottom.
It'll be Teague running the offense for Oklahoma City. To Johnson. He has Tavares away from the basket. That's a good place to have the big man. Off to Wells. through the leg dribble, bounces off of Patterson, puts up a one-handed shot from the right of the paint. A 10 to shoot. Hands off Weaving. Eddie got his man in the air. That's Wells off the glass. Too hard. Rebound battle. Johnson and Tavares. Tavares wins the battle as 11th board, but he turns it over. Zana reaches in, pokes it loose, and Talib controls it for Oklahoma City. 52-48. Here's a near steal by Eddie. Wells, though, retains possession, drives into the lane, challenges Tavares. High off the glass. He gets the bucket and the foul. Josh has a few pounds on him. 7:06 to play in the third quarter. Josh wins the tip to Tokito. He got Patterson up in the air. Now hands off between the circles to Wells. Dez will run the offense for Oklahoma City. 18 to shoot. Bryce Cotton has the defense on Dez. Left side to JP Tokito. Left block. It's Johnson. Backs out now to Tavares. Now drives in on him. Reach in by Cotton. Kick out to Wells. 3. Left angle. Good. Nothing but the bottom for Dez Wells. And we're tops. Hand off to Houston. He'll drive left. Pulls up from about 6. Short with it. Thomas can't control the rebound. It's kicked out to Johnson. Fresh clock. Right corner. Wells got Cotton to go up. Now he challenges Tavares. Hammered into the big man and got it off the glass. So Oklahoma City winning the turnover battle, but Austin the war at 95-88. 5:46 to play. Wells between the circles. Patterson has the defense to Johnson. Back to Wells. Thought about a 3. Passes. Now pulls up just outside the free throw line and hit it. He went around a screen by Johnson. Puts it up. It's blocked by Tokito as he came out of nowhere. And loose ball to Ndoye. There's Tokito with the steal. Up into Wells. He puts it in off the glass and good. JP Tokito is everywhere on that. He's going to stay on the sideline. Patterson, Tavares, Thomas, Eddie, and Cotton for Austin. They have a 3-point lead. Wells has the basketball for the Blue. He'll pull up in front of Tavares. It hits the back front. Back end goes down. Des Wells